Okay, I know I said in the last video we was going to put the side cover on, but first we're actually going to put the clutch on. I've never done it that way, but it makes it a little easier just because you can see what the gears are doing, seeing if they're making sure they're meshing correctly and seated well. And just want to do it that way. First I got to take care of the actual basket. You could see, and I showed this before in the video, there you go. See those grooves? We do not want those grooves in there. That causes the disc to stick, actually. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a file. I'm just going to lightly file these down. Not too much, just enough just to kind of straighten those out. So I'm going to go ahead and do this to all of these little channels here, whatever you want to call them. And we'll be back and we'll install the clutch, so stay tuned. Okay, now that we've got that filed, spent about 5 minutes on it. Now you still will have a little bit of the grooves left, but they're pretty smooth. You can see the little bumps, but that one's pretty clean there. They're smooth to the touch, which is the most important thing. Want to put your spacer on, then your needle bearing, and then we'll go ahead and put the basket on. And this can be kind of tricky sometimes to seat in there. And this is why I want to do it without the cover, because I can see how it's reacting with the gears. Sometimes, let's see, this one has a dot on it. Whoa, I don't want to lose that. Needle bearing, put that back in. Actually, put that on first. Sometimes there's a little dot you can line up. And it looks like I've got that on this, but it's I don't think there's anything on this side that lines up, no. Sometimes you do have a little dot that'll allow you to line it up to seat it in there right. It's got to go just right. Apparently this one does not have. There we go. Now it's seated just perfectly. And sometimes you don't even need that, but in this case, it helped. So we've got that on there. Now we've got our complete clutch assembly here. Go ahead and stick this in there. Maybe a little difficult to do it all at once like this, but it can be done. Just make sure they're all in there. We've got our top one that's not all the way in there. There we go. And we'll go ahead and put our springs in. And want to go ahead and crank it down. And you want to do little bits at a time when you do this. Now we're just putting them in there. There we go. Go ahead and get our socket. That's the wrong size. Don't believe I have the right size out, but we'll go ahead. I'm going to crank these down a little bit at a time. You can do a star pattern. Don't crank all the way down and then the other one. You could bind it up. You can even crack something. So we'll go ahead and tighten this down. That'll complete this portion of the vid, and then we'll move on to the side cover next. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, post those down below. And as always, have a good one. Before I end that video, almost forgot an important step. Got to put the clutch on. I mean, it's on, but we've got to tighten it down. So we put our keeper on, our nut, and then we tighten down the springs. I'm not sure how I missed that, but I got ready to tighten these down. I'm like, wait a minute, this is loose. So again, mistakes happen. And I'm not cutting those out of this video. And I didn't really cut them out of the last one either. So on the YZ125F, so I want to keep that all real. So we're going to go ahead and snug that down, put this on. Now we'll go to the side cover. So as always, thanks for watching.